Good morning people, hello and welcome to another vlog episode of the India Darshan travel series. So today's plan is to go for a ride within Gokarna, the Yana cave site, and the homestay host mentioned that I should go to the Vibhuti Falls first and then to the Yana caves, because on Google they look like adjacent places, but I don't think there is a direct connection between them. You'll have to go around because it's a hilly area. But before we do any of those adventures, we have to grab Fortuner, go to the nearest petrol pump, which is about 5-6 kilometers from here on the hills, refuel water as well, refresh water supplies, and then we can start doing this adventure. So I'm going to the mini parking that we have nearby. Lots of cows and chicken and hens and stuff. Oh, baby chicks also. Cool. So that's where we are going. I'm going to the petrol pump and let's start the day. Let's see what all we find today in the adventures in Gokarna. Back on the main road, time to set up navigation to the nearest petrol pump, and here you can have a bird's eye view of the Kudle beach. This is where Paradise Beach is, and I think this is where the trekking trail becomes quite rocky, so not sure how you get here from the Om Beach via trek, but on the road it's this way to get here, and we climbed up on the road as well, so this is gonna be the tricky bit. Cool, we'll do it at some point. Mahabaleshwar temple, yes, there is one temple here in town, and the Shiva caves, which I'm leaving for the last day, and this site seems to have some more restaurants here, but I mean choices wise beaches are slightly expensive. I don't know about them, never had here. We are very close to the petrol pump, just 1 kilometer to go. This seems to be like a small shopping complex. Upstairs is rooms, downstairs is a shopping complex. That was a nice shortcut to the main road. So this is the main road, 1 kilometer ahead. Nice fuel check, water check. I found a bakery that's just a kilometer from here, so I'm thinking of grabbing some snacks before heading out. Last night's dinner at the beach was a bit expensive and the portions were a little bit small for me. Also, I had some furry friends that I had to share with. There was a cat, a dog, bunch of cows, so didn't get everything for myself. Anyways, 3 minutes riding, let's go get some bakery stuff. Alright, all done with breakfast. It was an improvised breakfast, not a whole lot of choices. I got done in 60 rupees. Let's get going towards the Vibhuti Falls, and we're going to see some things along the way as well. And then after we are done with the falls, we're going to come back to the Yana caves. Let's start the ride. This is all the salt pans. They have this brown rock salt that they are making over there. It's being collected over there in the conveyor belt. There is a gate over there, but I don't think that's accessible to public, so you can only see it from here. It's a private property, but it's a nice view. So another salt pan site. I think all the way over there, the entire patch is a salt pan, and they get the seawater from here. Don't know how they transfer it over here. Maybe they have some pipelines. Yeah, pretty cool site. Saline water to salt.
So before we head to the falls and caves, I'm headed to Mirjan. A little bit up ahead and inside there would be the Mirjan Fort. That's what I'm going to check out. So it's a little bit of a side quest, about 10 kilometers from the route to the waterfalls towards the direction of Murudeshwar. But we're going to peel off this way soon. Fort Mirjan is a national monument. This is a very nice and quiet fort. I was reading up online. Mirjan Fort basically was built by a queen in 16th century, and she was popularly known as Queen of Black Pepper. She controlled spice trade using this area. Later this fort was taken over by other people and eventually by the Britishers. It's a pretty nice fort, very quiet, literally nobody around. I'm the only one here today. It looks like this fort has a lot of underground tunnels and passages as well, and things in the basement, though it might be a maze down there, so they have locked everything so people don't get lost. Found one of these pillars that's completely in the shade from the sun, naturally ventilated. It has wind coming from both sides, so just gonna take a little bit of a rest break out here to cool off. And there's literally nobody around, so I have all the time in the world to explore this place and take as many selfies as I need to. And since it's approaching 11 a.m, so the sun is getting quite hot and humid now. This is a very big premises. I wonder what this could be. Maybe some sort of Diwane-Aam or Diwane Khas kind of area, but this is not a palace, this is a fort. And there are no board signs, so not quite sure what this is. Those are the fort boundaries, that's very evident. This is like a very big structure, not sure what this was back in the day. Anyways, let's go take in the view from that side and then from that side. Just the views of the roads, nothing super fancy. That's why we parked up. So that's the side we are looking at now. We saw these fort walls while coming in. Vegetation wise, not super lush green, but it is nice. There is a big tree. Let's take shelter over there and then take in the views from that side. They have established a mini temple here, and this looks like a jamun tree, but they are not ripe. They are all greenish and very few fruits on this tree for some reason. Mini honeycombs also. I don't see honey inside, probably pretty old now. Farm patches all around. Cows grazing, lush greenery. Had a nice time exploring the fort, and at this shop had a lemonade break as well. Now let's go towards the waterfalls and the caves. You have to do one at a time, they are not adjacent to each other. So as per the advice, we have to go to the waterfalls first, and it's almost 12 noon, so I'm melting. Start riding so I can dry up a little bit. Loving the ride through the forest and the villages. Super peaceful, and all serpentine roads. So quiet. I was taking a mini water break here to check the distances to the waterfall. Turns out there is no network here at all. And I was starting to look at the vegetation, like up there is all lush green. Down here is all barren and dry. Interesting nature. Stopped at this shop to confirm distances and direction because I wasn't seeing a board of Vibhuti Falls. They said go forward 12 kilometers for the falls, then continue for Yana caves. Finally, a board sign that confirms we are on track. So uncle at the grocery store said you will find Vibhuti Falls first, then you come out and then continue forward, you'll end up at the Yana caves. I think that's as far as we want to go. After that it's like some other town or something. So this is my last farthest point for the day, Yana caves. But first let's check out the waterfalls. Yana is this way, 19 kilometers. Sirsi is this way. Where is the waterfall? Vibhuti Falls इधर ही है और याना केव भी इधर ही है. अच्छा ठीक है. So they are both here. I guess this means waterfall, that means cave. So 8 and 19 kilometers. 85. So this is the junction where we split up. So Vibhuti Falls is 2 kilometers straight up ahead. It's like Mabagi Gaon, I think Mabagi village. Here it says 3 kilometers, there it says 2 kilometers. I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 kilometers Vibhuti Falls, and then 9 kilometers this way is the Yana caves. So we'll go there, we come back, we go here, we come back, and then this way is going to be Gokarna, and there is a Hotel Udupi Morsel here, so we're going to have lunch over there. It's pretty close by. Cool, sounds like a plan. Let's get going. Lot of off-roading in this patch also, but I guess this is a final stretch, so we've made it at this checkpost to get a ticket. 700 meters up ahead is the fall, 200 meters up ahead is the parking, and 500 meters the last patch you walk. So I paid 30 rupees to go in, not too bad. Well, I guess this is as much shade as you can get, so that should do it. Let's get going to the water. Looks like there's a school group out here for a mini picnic, and there's also a mini waterfall here. It's pretty dry because of the dry spell, but we are going up there and I'm tracking my steps. Probably gonna hit like 5k steps, not a whole lot today. It's a short trek. There's a nice little downstream of water flowing here, and it's so peaceful. There's nobody around. All the students have left ahead, so I can listen to the sound of the water. It's like a mini waterfall over there. These tree root system like this that is exposed is my nemesis, similar to the langurs because back when I used to run marathons in Finland, they used to have a lot of this in the forest, and exposed tree roots, they are very slippery. So if you step on them and there's even like little bit of moisture, you will slip and fall down. I have fallen once. That's how I learned my lesson. So now I'm very careful. Even the Tiger Den bamboo forest trek that I did in the rain, they had these as well, so I had to be very, very careful. Pretty dense forest cover, making it hot and humid. Little to no airflow. Melting like crazy, even though the trek is pretty easy. But the humidity is making it feel like I'm climbing Mount Everest. Anyways, we are almost there. Taking a short breather and water break and enjoying the greenery. Yeah, halfway done. Halfway more to go. But yes, I had 500 meters of a trek. So that was the highest point, I think. After this you have to go down, I suppose. Let's see, the trail seems to be leveling now. Nope, not yet. We're still going uphill. More and more up and down, but it's just 200 meters more. Cool thing is they have made lots of benches out here. Some of them have a clear line of sight, so you can enjoy the vegetation. Can't really see the waterfall, it's somewhere hidden behind a tree. I can hear it though. But yeah, it's a nice peaceful place. As long as you get a patch like here, the vegetation is clear, so you're getting the wind. She's really, really nice. We finally made it to the Vibhuti Waterfalls. There's like one big waterfall coming from there and a mini version over here. This is where you can dip your feet in it. Swimming is prohibited and there's a lifeguard on duty because there are school kids here. But otherwise, yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way which spot do I choose for dipping my feet inside. It's very rocky, so trying to look for a flat rock. That was a lot of fun and very refreshing on a hot summer day. Still here, but it's 2 p.m. so starting to head back now towards the caves. And up until now we have done 4,500 steps. Probably we're gonna hit 5k by the time we get to parking. It's another 500 meters all the way back. So let's get there and see what the step count looks like. Okay, back to the parking. We've done 5,632 steps and it's past 2 p.m. So we have to go 2.5 kilometers back to the junction, 9 kilometer deep inside to the Yana caves. Let's see how long this 11 kilometer takes.